Hello, welcome to Brown Dog Gadgets Live. I'm Amanda, the Education Outreach Coordinator here at Brown Dog Gadgets. Behind the camera today I've got Josh. You're supposed to say hi.
Hi.
Oh, it's always such a lame hi, Josh.
Hi.
Even better. Awesome. Today we are going to be showing off the microbit project that is built. We built a winch. So it's very exciting. But before that, if you have not followed us on our social media platforms, please do so. Hey Josh, where can they find us? Can you put it on screen?
I'm there. I just trying to find them all. There we go.
There they are. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, and YouTube. Also, the guide for the project that you see today, as well as all of our other projects, products, and templates, can be found at browndoggadgets.com. And then if you have any questions while we're streaming, feel free to chat with us. Josh is going to try to pay attention to the chat. We'll see if it works. I can't guarantee that. However, you can always email us later at help@browndoggadgets.com. Awesome. All right, we're going to jump into our project today. So Josh, let's switch to the overhead cam. Awesome. All right, so for the winch here, we actually have our continuous rotation servo. Now, everything that we're going to build in January on Thursdays is going to include a part that we've covered in Microbit University. So we've already covered using our continuous rotation servos. And then we literally just got a bunch of Lego pieces, some regular, some Technic, and put this together. If you don't have the exact pieces, that's okay. I know that we've got, ooh, that's a fancy noise in my ear.
Sorry.
Down at the bottom here, we've got an axle with an end stop. If you don't have an axle with an end stop, just use any axle and then put a little cap on the end of it, and then it won't go anywhere. But for the most part, the rest of it's pretty self-explanatory. There is a little axle connector.
It's called a half bushing.
Well, it's like fancy on one side, though.
It's got the grippies.
It's got teeth on one side.
Yeah, I guess.
Whatever. It's there. Yeah. And then we've got this axle connector that connects the part of the servo with this long black axle that comes through. So if you've got a longer one, that works fine. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Hey, Amanda, you know the best part about all these Lego and Lego Technic parts?
What?
In the guide on using a microbit winch, how to make one,
yeah,
we have links to the actual Lego part that we're using. Mm-hmm. So it gives you the exact numbers, description, all that fun jazz. So instead of it's this thingy,
yeah,
it's an exact thingy.
Instead of me just saying this thingy. I'm good at that. The middle here is definitely something you don't need the exact version of. So this is what it is. It's like the hubcap to a wheel. Like that's where I found it. It was in a bin of wheels. But the one thing you want to make sure it has, if you don't have this exact size, this exact shape, really any wheel without those little lines across will do. But it does need that axle hole because you want to make sure it can actually grip it. Yeah. So then taking some string and winding it around, I think I did a slip knot on it and then wound it up and lead it through that little hole, and we've got our winch. And now we're going to control it. So the first way we're going to control it is literally just with the push buttons on the microbit. I'm going to charge this up here, and then when I press A, it goes one way, and B, it goes the opposite. Fancy. It's good stuff right there. Hey Josh, are we able to look at the code for this?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes, we are.
And then Josh and I are going to explain it.
Yeah.
I could definitely explain this code.
Look at that. Look at us.
That's perfect. All right, so on start, we are turning off the LED matrix on the front. So we're doing LED enable false. And then in the forever loop, we're doing if button A is pressed, then it's going to spin one way with a certain speed. And if it's button B pressed, it's going to spin the other way. If neither of the buttons are pressed, it's going to turn the motor off. So we've got that connecting to pin 13. And we did the blue pins just to give it a little bit more oomph. But yeah, that one is really nice and easy.
In case people don't know, on our bit board, the blue pins output 5 volts, whereas the multicolored pins output 3.3 volts.
Yeah.
Now, both work just fine with this wonderful Lego-compatible servo that we're using. Most small micro servos work just fine at 3.3. However, bumping up to 5 volts give just a little extra like pound or so or torque, as one would expect going from 3 to 5 volts, which lets you pull things a little bit better. I think most of what we pulled with this, we pulled a minifig and other Lego things with it, so it's not nothing too crazy, but 3.3 volts, 5 volts, either way works just fine.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Awesome. So all in the same guide. Hi, Pete. Feel better. All in the same guide are 4 different versions to doing the winch. So actually, can you glance at that real quick for me, Josh?
The guide?
Yeah.
Here is the guide.
So this is the Lego Winch Control with microbit. The regular winch is literally just this part and building this. So you do need to go to the guide that actually has the microbit. So if we scroll down, you're going to see one of the very first ones after we get through the build. Nope, not in the document.
Oh, my bad.
Keep going.
Here's all the parts, Amanda.
I know.
Labeled correctly.
I know, because Pete did it.
Wow.
And then there's the assembly. Wow. Because Pete does a great job.
There, here's
And then there's the code for just the onboard buttons, button A and B. And then if we go on, let's see it tested out. But then the next one is actually using some of our crazy circuits buttons. So we are connecting some buttons to pin 3 and pin 6 using our maker tape. And then I'm going to slot this one in because now it's going to work using the buttons on my base plate. So same concept, but taking it off of the microbit and kind of into the real world using those crazy circuits parts. All right, Josh, let's check out the code for this one.
Code number 2. Like how Pete is sending me messages about things I've already done. Because there's a delay between what he sees.
That's all right.
Good old Pete. Anyway, here's the code for
Perfect.
Using a push button.
Yeah, so on start, when we are using the crazy circuits push buttons, we do need to set the pin that it's on. So remember, one's on pin 3, another's on pin 6, and we need to set those to up. And then what we're doing is we're trying to see if the pin is 0. Because remember, up is 1, 0 would be down. So when it is reading that that pin is at 0, it will spin the correlating direction. And if it's doing neither, it will stop. How'd I do? Was that acceptable? All right. So really very similar, except adding in those crazy circuits pins instead. All right, next one. Then, and this is all in the same guide. So I know in Microbit University, it's usually separate guides. This just kind of like extends the same thing going downward. So the next one is the thumbstick, and technically we have not connected the thumbstick yet in Microbit University, but that's okay.
But you know, Amanda,
Yeah.
What is a standard analog thumbstick but 2 potentiometers shoved together in a wonderful plastic form factor?
Sure. We did update the pictures on this so you could actually see really clearly in the guide what parts of our crazy circuits ribbon cables are connecting to which pins of the thumbstick to. So for this one, we are using the VRX or the X axis. So with our thumbstick, you do have options of X or Y. For this one, we are using just the X. So our signal 2 is not going to be connected. So we've got ground is to negative, plus 5 volt is positive, and then VRX is signal 1. Now you'll see in the picture there that we are then going to connect the other end of it to pin 1. All right, and I didn't put my microbit in yet because it was doing some crazy stuff without the thumbstick connected. All right, so then if I go one way, it went a little crazy with there we go. My string went crazy earlier. Perfect. So going one direction on my thumbstick, it'll wrap it up, and the opposite. Yeah, just like that. Beautiful. I like it. All right, Josh, let's look at the code, because I don't have more words for that.
Getting there. There we go.
Awesome. So remember when we said that we were connecting the thumbstick to we were using the x-axis. So in here we see that we are going to set X value to our analog read pin number 1, which is what we connected our thumbstick to. And then if the X value is greater than 462, it will spin one way. If it is, if it's less than 462, it'll spin one way. If it's greater than 562, it'll spin the other way. So that way, when it is in the middle like this, it will just turn off. Did it? We haven't really yet talked about this much, but we'll get there at some point. So many fun things you can do with a thumbstick. Awesome. And then the last one, all in that same guide, is using the potentiometer.
Which, what is a thumbstick but two potentiometers shoved together?
Right.
It's there you go.
All right. So then our last microbit here has the code for this, and all the code is in that guide as well. Perfect. All right, let's look at the code, because I haven't actually looked at this, and I have a feeling I know what it does. But I don't want to speak to it too quickly. Okay. So we're using that X value again and reading analog read pin 4, which is what that middle part of our potentiometer is connected to. And remember, with the potentiometer, we also need to connect to ground and our 3.3 volt pin. And then it is mapping that data from the potentiometer. So you can see that if it's in that 0 to 461 range, we're mapping that from 0 to 100 for our speed. So the speed is going to change based on how far I turn. So the closer I am to the middle, the slower it goes. See, now I got it winding all up. I went too fast. I wasn't ready for the speed. So this one is going to have the speed change a little bit too, which I think is pretty cool. I don't know how to speak to this better though, Josh. Do you got anything to add? Pete does. He's like, your description wasn't great.
That's a negative. Although Pete is sending us messages about 2 minutes in the past. Because,
I like it.
Just the way live streams work.
Yeah.
He says reverse map is what he's saying on here, but I don't know what he's referring to.
Oh, so it's a reverse map. So we're mapping the angle of the potentiometer to the speed of the servo.
That does sound correct, yes.
Yeah. And then if it's in between that 461 and 563, that's when it's in that kind of off state. So it won't move at all when it's in between there.
Peter does say that we covered reversisms in Microbit University.
Perfect.
I'm calling them reversisms, Pete, but you're not going to be able to respond because we'll be done by the time you see this.
That's true. Awesome. Yeah, so that is the Lego winch with 4 different ways that you can connect it, whether you want to just use the onboard buttons, whether you want to do some crazy circuits buttons, the potentiometer, or the thumbstick.
Hey, Amanda.
Hey, Josh.
What cool microbit holder you got going on there?
Oh my gosh, so exciting. So you know how we always have fun 3D printed files for you to print on your own? We now have, and I know I've shown this off before, but it's our microbit holder or our storage tray, but it is now up on our website so you can print off your own. And then we put a couple little feet on the bottom so it doesn't slide around too much. But you can change the amount of slots that are in it. You can change the angle of the slots. You can change the distance between them. Or you can just print it the way it is.
You can find these on our website as well as printables.com or makerworld.com.
Yeah, and Pete was trying to say a lot of things to us just now, I'm pretty sure.
Nothing stream
Gotcha.
worthy. I think he put like multicolor versions up too. So if you want,
I think so. Yep.
If you have a Bamboo Lab printer and you want to do multicolor, you can. Otherwise, don't. I think, did he put the other thing? He put a bunch of stuff up recently.
There's that voltmeter holder.
Yes, for the voltmeters we don't quite have in yet.
We will eventually. Someday.
Eventually. I don't know if Pete, we were working on a new version of our maker tape holders.
I don't think we got that far.
They're almost done. We're doing a big update to those, but all the other random things we've been having around, we also have a bunch of motor holders for just standard little DC motors that you can print off and zip tie on, and then they connect with Lego Technic as well. And as a very popular thing of ours is our paw print tray.
So cute.
Is up if you want to print off a paw print to hold all your fun things in, because why not?
Yeah. As
well as our wonderful brown dog parts bin that we have modified so it's a nice with a paw print up. We print a lot of things off here.
We like putting paw prints on things.
We got a lot of really fun parts we've made over the years, and we're always making new things. I know Pete's almost done
Pete's
with
made over the years.
Yes, Pete's made, yes. The motor holder, Pete says the motor holders are still in progress. I think our update to our 5-meter versions, both 1/4 inch and 1/8 inch maker tape rolls that are around are almost done too. We're still working on those.
I don't think those were at the top of the list. I think there were a couple other things that were coming before that,
and a 3 AAA battery holder too, because people were asking if we could use 3 AAA holders or 3 AA holders with our bit board, which you totally can.
Right.
It can handle up to 5 volts of input, and maybe you want to use 3 batteries for some reason. I don't know why, but maybe you want to.
There you go.
He's making another version that's Lego Technic compatible like the other ones we have.
Nice.
And so we got a few things that are kind of like in progress. We're just kind of like tweaking them a little bit. But we'll stick them up when they're done, because I know people use them, so we want to make sure we have them available. Hey, if nothing else, people out there, if you're nothing else to print off the Lego pin pliers.
Do love the pin pliers.
They're amazing for Lego Technic things. Don't use your teeth to pull out Lego Technic pins.
That's true.
Use this instead. I gave one to my child because he was using his teeth. Anyway, enough of that. Bye, Pete.
Awesome. That is all we've got for you today. Next week on Tuesday, we will be starting our Valentine's Day push. So we've got some Valentine's Day cards that we're going to look at. Wednesday next week, we are going to take the day off. We've got a special interview in-house, so we're going to not stream that day. And then next week, Thursday, we are going to be doing the clothespin piano with the microbit. So another fun microbit project that you can use and have a good time. If you have not followed us on our social media platforms, please do so. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X, and YouTube. Also remember that the guide for the project that you saw today, as well as all of our other projects, products, and templates, can be found at browndoggadgets.com. And then if you have any questions, you can always email us at help@browndoggadgets.com. I would like to give a quick applause to Josh for paying attention today and participating with me, and I appreciate it.
Wow.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Josh. And thanks, Pete, for the help from a distance. Awesome. All right. We hope we'll see you next week. Have a good one.
Thanks for watching. Please visit browndoggadgets.com for parts, projects, and curriculum. Follow us on social media @browndoggadgets. We'll see you next time.